What is going on, guys? Spartan D here, and Critical Point is finally here. And without further ado, we are just gonna hop into it. So there's 4 stages. I've already set up my team. I should explain that before we get into here. So the reason I have the team that I have is because of the raid ups, and I don't have Dolores yet because I haven't summoned for her. But Tasia Graf has, raid up PN72, Smiley, Bernadette. That is my team that I'm running with. Orlea's there as well as Nia, PN26, Margaret, Samora, Evelyn, and Coral, Fabia, and of course Dolores. But this is the team that I'm running with. So I don't know really what to expect in here, but we're just gonna go ahead and dive into it, see what happens. I'm not really expecting much because I already know what the combat strength is. So let's set this up. I was gonna set it to auto, but it just didn't. So Dolores and Christina are sisters. All right. She didn't even say anything. Yeah, we're gonna tear through this. So the estimated strength for this, if you haven't watched my other videos, is about like 11,000 or so. So you should just like tear through this, really. If you've been playing for about as long as I have since launch, you should have a pretty strong team. Yeah, you should have a pretty strong team. It doesn't get difficult until you get into the okay, so we haven't used our keys yet. So these story missions, you can just continue to do them. It doesn't cost any bike, or they're calling it. So you can just continue to do the story missions and build up points, which is good. That's really good because otherwise it'd be pretty unfortunate, this event. Considering you need 100 crystals for 6 keys. Here's gonna take care of them. I'm sure this gets a lot more hectic as you progress. This isn't really. Yeah, they got them. They got the healing units here. Oh boy. If you've been playing through the Kega region, I think even in the is Elizabeth's memories. I think it's Elizabeth's memory. I don't think Lei has it in hers. But if you play through that, you know with those healing units, they are quite a nuisance. If you done Kega region, you know how irritating they can easily become if you don't take care of them quickly. So make sure you kill those guys ASAP. Okay, let's get to it. Now, so far, I'm not seeing, because what you're seeing there is the standard amount of points that you would get. Each of these missions give you 60, so the bonuses haven't gone into play yet. They have not gone into play yet. It's pretty standard. This isn't, you know, there's not really much of a strategy here, at least for me. I can say if you're just starting out, those units are incredibly annoying. They disrupt and they do quite a bit of damage. Okay, see, now you're starting to see it. Now you're starting to see it, the point increase. So maybe it is in play, and I'm just, you know, not paying attention. I mean, I do have a whole video on it, but usually what I do with information, once it's used and everything and it's served its purpose, I usually forget about it. What an interesting character. I actually like PN26. And she's going to get even better with her when she gets her ultra rare. So that's a character that I invested a little bit into, but eventually I'm going to invest a lot into, because she actually is pretty darn good. Like, she's actually really good, especially when she gets her upgrade, her ultra rare upgrade. So that might be somebody that you want to look for. Oh, who's this again? Epnig. Pretty annoying. All you have to do is get rid of her. You don't have to focus on the gorillas. They are pretty annoying though, because they disrupt. They do a decent amount of damage as well. Yeah, 120. It's weird because the first one, I can't tell if it actually did anything or not. Agnes is the witch. She's another ultra rare unit. Alrighty. So that pretty much covers the story. That's all there is there. And now, survey is open. So here it's showing you, you know, this is what it'll cost. So they have it one shy of the multi, which is pretty, that's pretty funny. That's really funny. Here it's showing you the you know, the enemy strength. So again, not even that big of an increase from the initial story, which was about 11,000 in strength. Again, this is, you know, child's play. For me, simply because, you know, I've been playing for a long time and it's not really going to be much of an issue. Here we get to see these damn healing units, man. So when you play through these, get your strongest unit and just go and kill the healing units, because if you don't kill them, they're gonna heal. If your other units aren't doing enough damage, it's gonna prolong it by quite a bit. So it's a 2-hour wait for keys. That's not bad. Actually, that's not bad. So 12 hours and then they're fully restored. That's not bad. I mean, it is kind of bad for me, but it'll get regulated whenever I rise. Because right now it's gonna basically all reset, like be fully restored at 6. I mean, not 6, 4 a.m. Good lord. But since, you know, it's every couple of hours, what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna exhaust all of my keys, all of my Vigor keys. And I say like around 12 o'clock, so by the time I come back and play, it'll be set at a consistent 12 noon and 12 midnight. Which it'll likely vary from time to time anyway. There's no, you know, there's no real rush for this. Because unfortunately, in my last video, I was like, "Oh yeah, you'll be able to." I didn't realize that they would just remove the banners, which I should have realized that they would remove the Evelyn and Eloise banners. So, unfortunately, for people who have, you know, if you didn't get it, unfortunately, you won't get it. But everything else I said about it, it still holds true. You can still hold those elite recruitment booklets for whenever, you know, ultra rare pops up. You don't have to use it on this banner. And the thing to remember is that it's going to use that before it uses your crystals. So keep that in mind. You can see, you know, from the first one to this one, the increase is about, you know, 21,000, 20,000 in strength. Not all that big a jump, but it's gonna jump up pretty quickly. And here I'm just gonna, you know, run through the event as much as I can. I'm not gonna, you know, go through the entire thing just because I'm not I'm not gonna use crystals for that. Darn healers. Yeah, the disruption's pretty bothersome. That's why Sylvik's such a god tier unit. She just negates that completely. Like, that's such a godsend, bro. I don't know if Aloys does that as well. So we're in 100 for a year. We might have enough to run through. Yeah. Because we got 60, and another 60, then we got 100, then we got 20. So, what is that? It's like 340, and then we've been getting like 120 from each of these here. So, yeah, we're close. We should have, once we finish these next two, we should have enough to run through a whole rotation and show that off. So. I do also eventually at some point. It's like I want to work on a lot of these units that I've been working on, but then like they just keep releasing more and more units, so it's like, man, it's no way to keep up with all of this stuff, man. Because I've been wanting to build up Bernadette, but then Aloys game, and I saw her kid, how she played. I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. Now I love the way Bernadette plays. It's like, it's really simple. You don't have to think about anything. Just set the team up, and then she just goes. I do still think that Pathogen Evelyn is like her best pairing, though. That's annoying. She got a shield from that? Is it because she hit me? Bernadette finisher. Oh, that's annoying. Please. Is that a little healer? That's gross. $160. Might actually just have enough already. Let's see. Yeah, we do actually. So you just go ahead and spend, and then it'll randomly hit. Not bad. Okay. All the loaded chips and stuff for the base, always nice. What's that gold? What's that gold prize? Oh, it contains 50,000 gold. That's not bad. Okay. There's quite a few prizes here. So this here, yeah, it's just this is stuff for the garage in the base. This is all just like a bunch of base stuff, some stuff for recruiting, accelerating the process and stuff. Most of this stuff here is just for the base. Oh, that's cool. That shows you like, hey, you completed that. Oh, nice. We got the, Okay. So, if we wanted to reset, how would we reset? That's that it's free. you get a free reset every day. So how exactly will we go about doing that? I don't mind, because I mean, I want all of these resources anyway, especially because there's system upgrades in there. You could rush it if you want, because I mean, it's unlimited, so you would want to reset. But I'm just going to show this off just so you know that it's 960 points exactly for everything. As you can see, these are the last two. Boom, boom. And there you go. The prize pool is empty. It's going to refresh. So what do we get? Seems like it's silver. Okay. So we got silver there. And then there is, you know, there's a frame. We got the cockpit. Oh, there's the frame. So you can pretty much just farm her stuff through there. Let's do this last one. Oh, the strength jumped up. Sizable amount, 75k, huh? And there's also the achievement rewards that we get for clearing this. So we've 3-starred pretty much every single one of these, and we're not gonna have difficulty 3-starring it whatsoever. I like how they made it so you, unless you spend crystals or, you know, wait 2 hours, you won't be able to get the recruitment, the gold recruitment booklet thing. That's always nice. that is always nice. I love it though. I love this game, man. I'm not really like saying too much because it's not too much to say. I'm just, you know, I just enjoy the game, bro. I just enjoy this. And then there's like, this isn't even the end of it. So even if you feel like, oh man, what am I supposed to do? Bro, there's like a whole other event that I have yet to tap. Or she went for me. Get a run of that. So good, man. Bernadette's so good. Bernadette actually works with PN72 when she gets her stuff off, because then she can just yeesh. So then she can just it looks a lot more devastating than what it is. There you go, 180. So like, I would say when you get here, 200, 220, and 240. So you can do like every 12 hours, you can do like a whole rotation. It seems like is what they were going for. If you can get up to here, but if you can't, then it's like depending on where you are able to do so. And you have to keep in mind that I have like all the rate ups pretty much. I have 100%, and like Dolores only makes like a 5% difference, so it's not even that big a deal. It's really not. It does add up after a while, but it's not like, it's not something that you need to, you know, it's not something that you need to be looking at like, oh man, I'm missing out. You're not really. You'll be fine. If you have a setup like this or whatever you have that's like close enough to it, you're good. So here, you know, there's points here as well. So make sure you collect all of these. This is for the, you know, first 4 initial stories, and then here's the extra stage rewards. And here's the frame. Here's another cockpit. Here is some blueprints. Here's the mount. And here is the last one, the crystal sword. So that's the full set. That's Dolores's full mech right there. So if you have Dolores, you don't need to worry about summoning anymore if you already got her. Unless you're, you know, you're going for the sequences, in, you know, which case like you're just going up for the steps. I probably not. I just let it happen, you know, naturally. This is for like, you know, 3-starring it and stuff. So you all can see. I'll try to go a bit slower. I did pace myself like just enough to where you can pause it and see it yourself. Draw from the event pool 1 time. This is gonna keep going. So draw from 20 times. So you need to do this like a number of times, and then you get the recruitment piece, the elite recruitment booklet. You go from here. You complete it with where is it? Where's the wait a second. Bro, don't tell me they took it out. Oh my goodness. Wait, no they didn't. No they did, bro. They better not have taken it out. I'm gonna be upset. They're supposed to, well, I haven't done, you know, the 7th one, but I don't see it. That's gonna be a problem. That is gonna be a problem. But you know, we'll see, man. We'll see. There's no, man, I swear, if they took out the free, I was actually looking forward to that. So, okay. Oh boy. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking right now in terms of like, oh, they also give you basic sequences and stuff. That's cool. I'm gonna hold off on what I'm thinking, just cause, you know, once you throw this word out, it's like, it's the kiss of death. And everyone starts saying it. And it rhymes with mobile graft. And I'll just leave it at that, because I don't want to say it. Let's see here. Okay. Did we... You know, it's really difficult to tell, like, if it's... It doesn't look like... I'm pretty sure from the background, this is still silver. So... Oh, we got some rare sequences here. So, yeah, this is similar to, this is similar to Shadow of Cerberus in the rewards department, which is good. So for newer players, there's like, you're pretty much, that's all of it. For newer players, you know, Shadow of Cerberus is gonna be like where you initially start and get like a bunch of these, and you should be able to like fully max out like all of your rares. And then here's just like another place where you can get even more. But that pretty much covers it. I have to say, I am crystals, because you all saw it. If you watched my last video, if you watched the video that I had talking about the update, I gotta see it, man. I gotta see it. Okay. And then the 500. How many? What? This is I have to. I'll make sure to give an update on this, because this video is already, you know, long enough as is. But thank you all for watching, and if you haven't already, feel free to leave, you know, like, comment, feedback on how you feel about Critical Point. You know, good event, not so good event. You pleased, disappointed? How do you feel about the, you know, the update overall? That sort of stuff. And you know, how you enjoying the game so far? Because there was a bit of a slow spell for a bit, but then they just came back with like all of this content and stuff that, you know, keep us busy for a good amount of time at least. So I'm personally pleased with it thus far, though I do have some reserves simply because I need to see the rest of this Critical Point event. Because I'm really hoping that they didn't like not give Global the recruitment booklets, the elite ones that you know when you first start the multi. I'm hoping that's still here. I just don't see it, and you know, just because I don't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. But we'll see. With that being said, though, I will see you all in the next video. Take care.